Welcome to Copilot Podcasts. Imagine learning brain surgery through improv theatre. Sounds crazy, right? Today, we're exploring how drama-based teaching is revolutionizing neurosurgical anatomy education.
It's actually not as crazy as it sounds. Drama in education has been gaining serious attention in medical schools worldwide.
Really? We're talking about brain surgery here. How does acting help with something so precise and technical?
Well, according to recent research, drama-based pedagogy engages multiple forms of learning simultaneously. They're not just memorizing steps. They're physically moving, emotionally engaging, and working with others.
That's fascinating. But how does this actually work in practice?
According to studies from 2024, medical schools are using techniques like role play, improvisation, and structured dramatic activities to explore complex anatomical concepts.
Wait, improvisation? In neurosurgery?
Not improvising the actual surgery, but using improv techniques to understand the relationships between different anatomical structures.
Ah, that makes more sense. How did this approach even start?
It's interesting. It actually shares some parallels with how airline pilots are trained.
Pilots? What's the connection there?
Just like pilots train extensively in simulators before flying real planes, medical students can use drama-based methods to practice procedures in a safe environment.
That's actually brilliant. It takes away the pressure of real surgery while learning.
Exactly. And recent studies show it's working. A 2025 study found significant improvements in students' understanding of neuroanatomy when drama-based methods were used.
Can you give us some specific examples of these methods?
One popular technique is having students physically act out the path of nerve signals through the brain, literally becoming neurons and synapses.
That's wild. And students actually retain the information better this way?
According to research, yes. The physical movement combined with emotional engagement creates stronger memory connections.
But surely this can't replace traditional anatomy learning methods entirely?
No, and it's not meant to. It's designed to complement traditional methods like dissection and textbook learning.
Speaking of traditional methods, how do experienced surgeons feel about this approach?
Initially, there was skepticism, but research shows that even experienced surgeons are recognizing its value in training new doctors.
That's surprising. What changed their minds?
The results. Studies show students trained with drama-based methods demonstrate better spatial understanding of brain anatomy.
Interesting. Are there any downsides to this approach?
Well, it requires more time and resources initially, and some students might feel self-conscious about the performance aspects.
That makes sense. How do they address the self-consciousness issue?
Research shows that creating what they call democratic learning spaces helps, where everyone's contribution is valued equally.
Democratic learning spaces? That's an interesting concept.
Yes, it's about creating an environment where students feel safe to make mistakes and learn from them.
And I imagine that's particularly important when you're learning something as complex as neurosurgery.
Absolutely. The stakes are so high in real neurosurgery that having a safe space to make mistakes is crucial.
How does technology fit into all of this?
Recent studies show that combining drama-based methods with virtual reality and 3D modeling creates an even more effective learning environment.
Virtual reality and drama? That's quite a combination.
It is, but it works. The 2025 research shows that this hybrid approach leads to better retention and understanding.
What about practical skills? Does this actually help in the operating room?
Studies indicate that students trained this way show improved hand-eye coordination and better spatial awareness during actual procedures.
That's impressive. Are other medical specialties adopting these methods too?
Yes, the research shows it's spreading to other surgical specialties, though neurosurgery has been at the forefront.
Why do you think neurosurgery led the way?
The complexity of brain anatomy makes it particularly challenging to teach through traditional methods alone.
That makes sense. What about student feedback?
According to recent surveys, 74% of students emphasize the importance of these interactive methods in their learning.
Those are pretty strong numbers.
And what's particularly interesting is that 52% specifically appreciated how it enhanced their clinical learning.
How does it help with the clinical aspects specifically?
Students report better understanding of how different brain structures interact and affect patient symptoms.
That's crucial for diagnosis and treatment planning, right?
Exactly. And research shows it helps them retain this knowledge longer than traditional methods alone.
What about the future? Where is this heading?
Studies indicate we'll see more integration with artificial intelligence and augmented reality in these drama-based methods.
That sounds pretty sci-fi.
It does, but it's already happening. The latest research shows these technologies are being implemented in medical schools worldwide.
Do you think traditional methods will eventually be phased out?
No, the research is clear that it's the combination of methods that works best. It's about enhancement, not replacement.
That's reassuring. What's the biggest challenge moving forward?
According to current studies, it's standardizing these methods across different medical schools while maintaining quality.
But it seems worth the effort, given the results we're seeing.
Absolutely. The evidence shows it's making a real difference in how effectively we can train future neurosurgeons.
This has been fascinating. Any final thoughts?
Yes, while it might seem unconventional to use drama to teach brain surgery, the research clearly shows it works.
Who would have thought? Maybe Shakespeare had more to teach us about brain surgery than we realized.
Well, all the world's a stage, including the operating room, apparently.
And on that note, thanks for joining us on Copilot Podcasts. Remember, whether you're performing surgery or performing Shakespeare, practice makes perfect.